we are doing a further live stream. The third. Incredible. So, while I sit here and talk to nobody in particular, I shall hydrate. Excuse me. What am I going to talk about today? Well, I do actually have a plan for this one. Today is rotation eve. And what that means is that tomorrow I shall be rotating my collection over to spring and summer. And my scent of the day, this only happens twice a year, I shall know what my scent of the day shall be the day before I pick it. And my scent of the day tomorrow shall be green Irish tweed. Hello, everyone. I was just talking to myself there. I had a great time. You missed the best bit, to be honest. Tomorrow I will know what fragrance I will be wearing. And the fragrance I will be wearing tomorrow will be green Irish tweed because it is the first day of spring. In this house, anyway. In my house, for me. I'm not sure my mother subscribes to this theory, but I do, so who cares? I have picked up 6 fragrances that I have discovered and worn. Good evening, everyone. Hello. I've picked 6 fragrances that I have discovered in this autumn-winter season. Sorry, that's my voice. And I'm going to sit and talk about them. 6 of the best. Hello, Jorge Silva. Beg me pardon. Seppin Mayan. I like your name. Drawn by Sense. Hello. Adzi. Adzi. Is that what you go to for every year for first day of spring? That is, Bri. Greetings, Andrew Kovarik. I enjoy your comments. Good evening, Rich. Hello, sir. Mr. Bitteth. I know that's not your real name, but you know. Robert, at the workhouse, but stopped in to show some love. Thank you for showing love. A brother from another mother is Robert. Greetings, chat. Greetings, Germans. How's it going, Stacks? How is everyone? Spaced out, look spaced out. Dura Rose is actually here this time. For once. It's about time, Dura Rose. Oh, Dura Rose, tell that woman that I'm streaming. She'll be interested to know, I'm sure. We'll let the Michael John, hello. We'll let the numbers even out a little bit, and then we'll start talking about what I want to talk about. I have a plan. Eugene asked us if I wanted to go on stream, if I wanted to stream yesterday, but it was like 11 o'clock. And I was like, nah. But he had a good stream with Houdini and Woozy. Good, I was going to say ingredients there, but I suppose they are ingredients. Good guests, in my opinion. Very good guests. Oh, excuse me, whilst I hydrate. That's great water, very cold. It's one of the best things. One of the things I'll miss about autumn and winter is how cold the water comes out the tap, you know? That should go in the bin. Oh, dear me. I'm wearing C-Cube Session for Men and listening to Last Christmas. Goodness me. Good combination, though. There's actually a really good song. George Michael, mint. Really like George Michael. Really good. Exceptional singer. Oh, dear. Excuse me. Audrey Jane. Lovers of the Night. I tell you, I got a drop. I got a drop of the night on my hand yesterday, and I was in trouble. Dear me, it stank. Stacks knows what I'm talking about. Costume National Home. That's great. Ah, Zhao, hello. Jura Rose is a git. Floral notes. Beverages with ice is not a thing in the UK, I heard. True? No, not true. It's just we tell people not to put ice in the beverage because that's where they make their fucking money. And I don't want them to make money. I want my beverage, you know? Hello, Joe. Right, we've got how many in here? 28. Bloody hell, I got a nosebleed. Right, so money for ice. No, not money for ice. It's just that ice cubes, like water, basically frozen water, is worth less than, say, Coke, Diet Coke. So if they put ice in your Coke, they're watering it down, aren't they? So they're just watering down your Coke, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Just keep the bloody bottles in the fridge or something. Or keep the taps cool. Just fucking don't put ice in your drink because you're taking the piss. That's what I say. Anyway, I've got two different kinds of water here. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Hello. This is what half live streams are, you know. Half the actual action of the live streams is people just saying hello to each other. Let's put the light on, shall we? Enable flash. How's the flash? Is it too much? Too little? How goes it? I think I prefer it the other way. I really do need to get a light. It's before the watershed. Fuck that. Christoph is here. Hello. Oh, so I've got 6 fragrances here. That's like the outroad of the Waltons. I've got 6 fragrances here, which I have discovered this year. I've been wearing this autumn and winter rotation. These are new to my collection-ish for this autumn and winter. And this is these are my new discoveries. So we shall get started as soon as I sort myself out. So we could be here a while. Oh, things have been moved in this house. I don't like change. Right, Audrey Jane. Put on a show, you northern floozy. You wish I was a floozy. I'm not a floozy. I don't give it up that easy. Ah. Pooh. Right. Oh, there's a bottle of Davidoff there. I haven't worn this very much, actually. Should I buy Fahrenheit Parfum compared to EDT? I wore the Parfum a couple of weeks ago. And it wasn't great. I didn't really like it. It's still widely available here, Mr. Bitteth. Right. Shall we get started? I think we shall. I think we should. It'd be rude not to. So, earlier this year, I received a great big haul with a lot of new fragrances in. New to my fragrance, old fragrances, but new to my collection. And in the autumn, so within my rotation, I have a smaller rotation. So I don't have 4 different seasons, but I do tend to wear, like, I'll split the autumn and winter roughly in half, sort of thing. So I'll wear like a lot of stuff in the autumn and then move it to the back, like behind all of this, and put that to the back and then move the stuff at the back to the front during the winter. Which doesn't mean to say that I can't reach into the back. It's just it's not hard and fast. But during the autumn, I found myself reaching for something that I had just bought, and I really liked it. I really appreciated it. I prefer this one to the original. I've got to be honest. I got the first one, and I wasn't a massive fan. But this one I found absolutely amazing, and it's a tea fragrance. And this fragrance is Gucci Pour Homme 2. I really, really like this stuff. Should I bring that closer? I think I might. Can you still see it? What's the picture quality like? Is it double shite? I did not find myself reaching for the Leon. Not now, not ever. Shite. This is a... How's pantomime lighting doing? Ooh, it is pantomime lighting as well, isn't it? It's a bit fuzzy. Andrew Kovarik, try adjusting your settings. Bring back the warm lighting. Which one's the warm lighting? Audrey Jane, the flash or without the flash? Which you should get. Panto lighting. You want panto lighting, do you? Okay. So, I found myself wearing this. This is a dark tea fragrance, and it's really nice. I really like this stuff. I have Gucci Pour Homme 2 discontinued in Australia. $440. I'm not sure it's worth that much, Roberto. I've got to be honest with you. It's not worth that kind of money, I don't think. But that said, I've got 2 bottles of it. Like, this is a fantastic tea fragrance. It is dark. It is missing some from the bottle. Maybe I wore this a little more than I thought I did. Dark, refreshing. It's got that strange vibe that tea gets, you know. And like tea without milk. So it makes you feel refreshed, but it's also warm as well. Very, very particular to tea, you know. A little bit spicy as well. No, I didn't compare it. I don't like Le Labo. I really don't like Le Labo. Okay. This is actually, I totally didn't understand tea fragrances until last week. Whilst I was away, the hotel used a lot of products. Do you know, I think I might save this and actually make a video about it instead of doing it on live stream, and we can just chat if you want. What's its longevity like? I actually get all day from this. This is so good. It's so fresh, but at the same time, it's like warm, and it's got the violet leaf. It's got that almost, it's not like Fahrenheit, but it's more like the modern Fahrenheit, not the old-fashioned one with like the oil and the diesel and the petrol sort of thing, you know. This is more like the modern version. The bottle reminds me of Narciso. Well, Narciso Rodriguez has a violet leaf note in it. Strange you mentioned that. I don't know if I've ever sent you Narciso Rodriguez for him, the Eau de Toilette. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. This has also got cinnamon, tobacco, myrrh, olive tree, apparently. I don't really get any olive tree, but I get the sort of shade of olive, you know. Bulgaria black. Gucci should bring back Gucci Pour Homme 1 and 2. Nah, they won't do it. And even if they did, they wouldn't smell the same. They'd smell shit, wouldn't they? They wouldn't. The formulations would just be cheaper, nastier, I'll tell you something though. I do get the dryness. There's a dryness about this, the same that you get in this, you know. I'll miss wearing this as well. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do a video of fragrances I'll miss. I might do that. I might I like live streams because you can just sit back and chill and chat. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do this video tomorrow and upload it then instead. It's Tea for Two by L'artisan. Any good? Yeah, it is. It's really nice. I think Ras Scott sent me a sample, which I have got somewhere. It is lurking. Anybody reckon any good tea fragrance I can look up, please? I know you've recommended 5 o'clock au gingembre. This is a really nice tea fragrance, but you'll pay out your fucking nose for it, like. Tea for Two by L'Artisan. I don't know what the modern formulation is like, but it'll be all right. Ah, there's Ras Scott there. Hello. You did send me a Tea for Two, didn't you? It was really nice. 5 o'clock au gingembre is a great tea fragrance. Yes, I've got a couple of bottles of that. There's actually one, Jen, if you go on eBay now and put in Serge Luton 5 o'clock au gingembre. Hello, Aaron. 5 o'clock au gingembre, then you will find it, and the person wants £99. But if you watch it, if you just put add to watch list, the person will send you an offer of £95. And I've been fanning about with that fragrance for months. But they also want like £9 for delivery because they send it like protected insured delivery, you know. Ras Scott, you don't want to sell that, do you? I think I'm coming down with something like. I feel like I'm coming down with something big time. Someone said to us today, they were like, oh, you're unwell. And I thought, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I feel unwell. Book. Someone said book. Audrey, you have a book. I got a new 100ml version in TK Maxx for 30ml. Fucking hell, for 30ml, for £30. Winter Palace from Memo is nice. Good to see you streaming. Thank you, Aaron. I still need to get to 1,000 before I get like the full experience. I also need to get a light, and I need to get a new camera. I might be getting a laptop soon. I'm trying to sort that out at the minute. I may also get a microphone. Commodity. The book of all books. Audrey Jane with her books. Strange. How strange. Must be a real come down coming back from the Maldives all the way back to Birmingham. Savage. Come back to read books in Birmingham. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Commodity book. Ooh. Aaron can help with recommendations for gear. Thank you. I need a laptop first. Thank you, a regular tangent. A regular tangent is a regular commentator on my channel, or commenter. Hello there. So, I'm not going to talk about what fragrances I've discovered. I've enjoyed discovering anymore because I'm going to make a video about that instead. Live streams shall be saved for family portraits and for chit chat and just chilling. Audrey was the first Brummie to set foot on the Maldives. Rich will need a shockproof laptop. That's right. I'll get a cover for it like I do with phones. Strangely, right, as long as I don't pick it up by the lid, which should be all right, I'll pick it up by the screen instead. This phone I've got now is the first time I've ever had a cover on a phone. And it's like the first phone, like, in years that it's the first phone I've had in years that I haven't smashed the screen on in like the first 6 months. I like this phone though. It's big. I've got big hands, so it's big. It's easy to use. It's not a brummie. A brummie is someone from Birmingham, like Audrey Jane. Audrey Jane is from Birmingham. Oh dear. What's a phone? A phone? It's a telephone, a mobile phone. It's the thing I am using to communicate with you right now. A phone. What should we talk about? What phone? Oh, you mean what model? It's just a Samsung A20. So it was cheap as chips. It hasn't got a good camera. It hasn't got a good microphone. It hasn't got a particularly good stream. I need a digestible mic. Yes, that's right. Do you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about, you ever seen those old nuclear tests where, or like those old things where like the soldiers used to put a camera up their nose and then they would like swallow it and it would go down into their gut and stuff like that. Does anybody have any Japanese fragrances to recommend? Comme des Garçons is a Japanese house. Even though it's called Comme des Garçons. My scent of the day, Aaron, is tobacco oud, because it is the last day of spring for Rich Mitch. The last day of autumn and winter for Rich Mitch. And the first day of spring is tomorrow. And that means that I will be wearing green Irish tweed. Audrey Jane is a brummie, confirmed. Saving your money for all the vintage fragrances. Possibly. I've got my recent, I'm looking forward to wearing that Coros Fraîcheur. Christophe, I've got a partial of tobacco oud coming in. Oh, nice. I rattle through that stuff. It's one of the only fragrances I've ever finished a bottle of. It was only a 50ml, granted, but absolutely love it. It's like one of the best fragrances you can get. I love it. Like, my scent of the day is Coromandel. For the first time ever, I got the chocolate note. It's funny how your note changes, isn't it? Like, what you're wearing it from. What's your, what is your, have you got a bottle? Have you got a sample? That doesn't look very big on screen, does it? Like, I've got like my old phone here where I'm watching the chat go by, and I'm looking at the screen, and it does not look it doesn't look a big boy, that bottle. I have Coromandel EDP. Today I am stalking a Coromandel EDT. I'm a big fan. It is good fragrance, absolutely. Only 75ml. Nah. Congratulations, Zhao. Picked up Sycamore today. Once that opens up, once you've used like 10 to 15ml of that stuff, it'll be absolutely lovely. Audrey, excuse me, it's probably a combination of your nose changing and your bottle changing. Your bottles do change a little bit over time. Less so these days because they use less and less naturals. But this fucking Escada magnetism's having my life. There, you stay up there and don't move. But synthetics are much more stable, so your bottle is probably just chilling. Dracar Noir new release, yes or no? No idea, Roberto. Sorry, mate. I haven't smelled it. I am literally so fuck's sake. I am so unfussed about brand new fragrances. It's untrue. Now I've lost the lid. There it is. Hiding. Sorry for scaring you all there. Millie Laforêt. I know Bobby loves his Millie. Bobby and Millie sitting in a tree. So, Avalanche. Yes, that's right. Bob getting excited by Avalanche there. So, yeah, Lily, I do that. Like, I'll just, like, out of absolutely nowhere, I'll just pick up something absolutely mental in a fragrance. And I'll be like, where did that come from? I can't get on with Jersey. There's some Chanel fragrances that I really don't care for. Like, I'm just going to turn the flash on so you can see the name on this. Or can you see the name on this? Borneo 1834. I want the old version of the Serge Tom, but can't get it. Borneo's lovely. It's more like Lidge than Coromandel to my schnozzle. Aaron wore Balenciaga Crystal Ball the other day and was picking up some harshness I missed before. It's not ideal, is it? I think I prefer Borneo, to be honest with you. It's darker and goopier. There is a little bit of a hair, not a hairspray, but like a shampoo. You know, like not unscented shampoo. I don't know if you have Head and Shoulders over there. Head and Shoulders has got this almost harsh sort of vibe. I mean, me and Aaron, this is pointless to us, but I have smelled it before. We did used to have hair. You know what I mean? I've smelled Head and Shoulders. I'm not that culturally, like, unavailable. I've smelled Head and Shoulders before, and there is like a sort of almost like a hair product kind of vibe in this. I picked up 1834 yesterday. Oh, nice one. It's a good pickup. Andrew, sorry, not Andre. You use shampoo, Duck, just on my arms. Just on my arms and my legs. The Crystal Ball bottle, honestly, this bit on the back gives me the shivers. Gives me the proper shivers because it's got that scratchy sort of about it. A scratchy Audrey Jane, have I ever sent you a sample of Iquitos? You go back there before you cause any more damage. Borneo. Have I ever sent you a sample of Iquitos, Audrey Jane? Because you would love it. Like, I don't know where or how you can get it. This is the one that Dior knocked back for, I think it was Diorella in the 80s. It's absolutely beautiful. No, you have provided me, Duckle. Duckle. I've deprived you. You are depraved. Or deprived. I'll send you some. I sent some to Jura Rose, who reckons it's full of oak moss. The oak moss that I know. Are you trying to sell me your knockoffs again? No, but I would sell you my Bois d'Azil if you wanted to buy that. I'd be all right with parting with that, actually. This is the Eau de Parfum. I really want to like it, but I can't. I'm struggling with it. Beautiful sandalwood. And it's fucking full as well. Look at this state of that. I've barely touched it, like. You know what I'm waiting for. I can't remember what you're waiting for. Feminite Dubois. You can't have it. You can't have the Feminite Dubois. I haven't got enough of it to sell. Oh, my Iquitos is delayed. That's no good. Why is your Iquitos delayed? What happened there? My precious. You cannot. Have you tried Bois d'Azil, Audrey Jane? I'll send you some. Beautiful sandalwood. And when you've got 200 ml, you can just lash it on. Bois d'Azil. Can I email you for the price on that Bois d'Azil? Justin, you can, but I don't know where you are. I don't know if I can send it to you. But you can email us for the price, yeah? No problem. Iquitos has a lovely oak moss dry down. Yeah, it's beautiful. I really like Iquitos. It's fantastic. Maybe that's why I like it so much. It's very strange at the top. It's not my kind of fragrance at the top. At the top, if you know my taste, you would know that that is definitely not the kind of fragrance. South Africa, you know, you might struggle to get it to South Africa. Send me a sample. I will send you a sample. A sample of what? A sample of Iquitos or Bois d'Azil. Or both. Egoist precursor, right, Rich? Bois d'Azil. Yeah. I can see that, Bob. It's not a bad shout at all, that. I prefer Egoist, I must admit. I really prefer Egoist. Boy is not as very medicinal on me, though. I'm not the biggest fan of it both. I'll send you some Origin, no problem. I'll knock them up in the coming days after I've done the great rotation. Did our friend reply? Yes. Yes, he did, actually. I've got a list for you. I will send you it. Look out for an email. I can't do it because I'm on this phone, so I can't do it now. But after the stream, look out for it. I'll only be on for like another hour or so, just another hour. But you know what I mean. I'll send you that. He did. And then once I've sent you them, you can tell us which ones you're interested in, and because he's only got vintage in certain ones. Oh, yay! Similarities, but Egoist has more layers. Do you know Egoist tanked? If you've read the Ghost Perfumer by Gabe Oppenheim, he talks about how Chanel lost $50 million in 1990 on that fragrance, or the late 80s, early 90s, because they didn't market test it, which for us is a good thing because Egoist's sensational, but we ain't spending $50 million on it. Oh, you know what I mean? Branching out, you are. You should branch out into Bois d'Azil. You'll love it. You'll really enjoy it. Do you want any Italian fragrances? Yes, absolutely love Italian perfumery. Absolutely love Italian perfumery. Roberto, you should try and sample Pavarotti Pour Homme. I really like Pavarotti Pour Homme. I've got Dura Rose addicted to good night, Christoph. Cheers, mate. Try Pavarotti Pour Homme if you can. I'm not sure about Biagotti. I haven't got any of them Biagotti fragrances. Duck loves Picasso. Not a massive fan of Picasso. Neither the artist nor the... I like Guernica. But everybody says that, don't they? Like, I know about like his blue... Excuse me whilst I hydrate, by the way. I know about his blue period and all that sort of palaver. Western Oud, you are right. 50 million in the late 80s, early 90s was a lot of money. It still is a lot of money, but it's not. 50 million was like a larger share of a smaller pot back in those days. You're right. Fucking $50 million, you know, it's a lot of fucking money. But that's apparently what happened. Yeah, it's in the book. I love Jackson Pollock stuff enough. Jackson Pollock sort of hit upon an elemental sort of human thing about patterns, didn't he? Everybody says about Jackson Pollock stuff, well, I could have done that. But the fact is that you didn't do that. You know, he did. And if you could have, why didn't you? Because it didn't occur to you. But it did to him. So fair play to him. Although I must admit, I'm much more... I like classical stuff, but I do respect Jackson Pollock's work for what it is, because you can... It's like isotropic. Doesn't matter where you look at it. It's similar. It's the same, isn't it? It looks the same in every direction. It's sort of like the universe, you know, like a fractal sort of vibe. Egoist Cologne Concentrate was phenomenal stuff. If you tried that, I was lucky enough to purchase decant off my makers a few years ago. God rest his soul, my makers. No, but I do know someone who is in Japan at the minute who is coming back, and they are keeping me a bottle of Egoist Cologne Concentrate at a certain price, which is very kind of them. Crystal EDP is gorgeous. I've got some Crystal. I just haven't used it. I'm waiting for the spring. I think it'll work really well in the spring. Raz Scott, glad to see you live, matey. Fragrance Matt. Fragrance Matt did a live stream earlier as well. Hello, mate. Fragrance Matt is a neighbour, sort of. He lives about 20 minutes away. Still have my makers decant, so good. Virgin Island water. Hello, war pal. Hello. Hello, hello, mate. Hello. Bobby Vintage. All the way if you can, but it needs to be stuck through it. Otherwise, top note. Sours EDP is gorgeous. You're Matt. Matt is one of the British OGs. Matt is one of the people who got me into vintage fragrances. Matt has reviewed Balenciaga Pour Homme about 3 times. Iquitos. Wow. That's right. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic, mate. I love it. It's so good. I've got this. Look. I had to decant it in here because the sprayer was broken. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I really miss this. I'm tempted to say this might be an all year round fragrance. I wore this so many times. This will be near the top of my most worn from autumn and winter. I told Fragrance Matt earlier that he should hook up with you, Rich, because you live close together. He said he'd be up for it. Yes, we certainly should. When we've both got time and energy and ability. Now the lurgy has receded a bit. That's a boon. Boys from the north in the house. That's right. Raz Scott, you should come along as well. He's a local lad. Push for the Vert formulation. Mitch, what do you think about Dior Homme Cologne 2030? I gave mine away. It was, I know George the Fragrance Apprentice loves it. I think that's the one he loves. There's so many of these different bloody Dior Homme Colognes and O's and bloody sports. It's hard to keep up which one's which when people are talking about it. But yikes, I think that's the one George the Fragrance Apprentice loves. And he knows what he's talking about. But for me, it was so bland. But then the person I gave it to went wild for it. Like, they were loving it. I got it off someone who I got it cheap. Lick the cream, lick the stream. Ah, Eugene. Like the stream for Eugene. Hello, Eugene. I enjoyed the stream last night with Woozy and Houdini. I watched bits of it today. I have slept a hell of a lot today and yesterday, and I'm still tired. Like, I'll be going to bed like I could have easily not done this stream and just gone to sleep. Just came from a shopper. Check your photos, Rich. I will check my photos after the stream because I'm actually using that, unless you send them to my old number. MJ asks, is Pavarotti in your spring-summer rotation? Yes, I took the decision to put it into my spring and summer because I wore it a couple of times in the autumn, and I thought, it's such a happy, for me, it's an uplifting, happy, gregarious. It's a lot like the bloke himself. It reminds us of like happiness and sunshine, and I really love it. It makes us feel happy when I wear it. So I wanted to wear it during the spring and the summer. Spring especially, April, May. Like, I wear that like 2 to 3 times a week. I've got loads of bottles of that. It's like Balenciaga. It's almost like I am holding them. But the thing is I'm going to wear them. There's like other fragrances that I don't think I'll ever get through. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I'm actually drinking out of a large cup and a bottle. So here's one bottle of water. Greg's finest water. Other waters are available. And then I've got this cup, which is a lie. Mr. Strong. This cup is just lying to you. I am not Mr. Strong. Mr. Weak. Mr. Back. Oh, hello, Jack Dean. Just came from a shopper. Shoppy. Bobby, it's okay, pleasant, but just very, very underwhelming. Hey, hi. What about the new Dior Homme Sport? They didn't have it in the shop when I went to smell it the other day. Ye old shoppy. They didn't have it the other day when I went in. So I was like looking at it and that, and I was like, is this a new one? And they were like, no. I was like, what? Where's the new one? Funny how they're still releasing like Dimashi releases. I've got no idea what Dior are playing at. Like, I've got no idea what Dior are doing. No one does. They're insane. I'm thinking about getting Gris Montan, the OG bottle with the old name, one of the last great Diors. Do you know, I tried that and I wasn't a big fan. What shite, Eugene? What shite? Poor DHS, like the Cologne much more. Yeah. It's just they're just releasing loads of those Dior arms. It's like a scattergun approach, isn't it? They're just flinging shit at the wall. They're just flinging shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Like, if you're gonna get a fragrance like that, get Ambra Supreme by Les Indomptables. If you just want to go straight to the top floor, if you just want like a brilliant ambroxan, it's not that this is ambroxan, it's ambergris, but if you want a brilliant blue scent, Ambra Supreme. I'm really looking forward to wearing this. I'm really, really looking forward to wearing this. Like, really, really, really. Absolutely dying to wear this in the summer in the heat and stuff like that. It'll be fucking great, I think. A little bit salty, a little bit floral. Flinging shite into our lungs, that's right. Just pumping shite into our lungs. Bad times. Les embalabalane. Les embalabalale. Shalabalabla. Seriously, if you want to spend some money, the problem you've got is that it's not cheap. Is Ambra Sultan, but you can smell the quality. Performances, not Ambra Sultan, Ambra Supreme. I always mix them two up. Zhao ordered some samples because I pestered him until he did the other day. So he's got some Les Indomptables samples. Did you ask them to put in Escale and Haiti and Ambra Supreme? Oh, God, that's really nice. I need to remember I've got this little 7mm thing. But did you ask them to put in, like, Escale and Haiti, Escale and Indonesia, and the other one is Iquitos, discontinued. Very discontinued. Very discontinued, Eugene. They don't ship to South Africa either. I don't know. Just nothing would make us happier than to sell you that that Bois d'Azil, but I don't think they'll ship to South Africa. Like, I don't think that it would get through to South Africa. Like, I'm not allowed to ship perfume outside the UK, but you can chance it. But I don't know that it would get to South America. Possibly get to America. I managed to get some samples to Ramsey, and I need to get some samples to a couple of other people as well, including Fosco. How do you pick out a vintage Iquitos, Eugene? I think they only had one run. So if you find a bottle, just buy it. I don't think it's stuck around for that long. I don't think it's stuck around for that long at all. So, for fuck's sake, this thing does my nut in. The cap's bringing off like the collar on this fragrance. And it's doing me nut in. Oh, it's so good. That's another fragrance I've really enjoyed this year. I'm going to save that for a video. Eugene Iquitos is really nice. The dry down is superb. The opening, superb. The whole thing, superb. Eugene, ask Anuj and ask Samir if they have Iquitos. There'll be some lying about somewhere. Or just go on eBay. There's no vintage. There's no newer ones to the best of my knowledge. There isn't anyway. You know. Oh. Xiao, email Valerie. Just go on the website and contact me. Get your order number. Put it in the email and just say, look, I was talking to Eugene and Rich. They know who Eugene is. I mean, they know Eugene. They talk to him. Just say, look, I know Eugene. I know Rich, and I'm wondering. I was wondering, like, do all the samples come in the sample pack? I'd ask them, but you probably bought them all. Ask them, especially Samia. I know I've bought a few bottles off Anuj. So if you ever come to London, if you ever come to England, I'll ship some down to you. I'll ship some down there. You were meant to be going to France, weren't you, to see these see your bottles getting packaged up? I think you should do that. Whoops. Now then, Stephen Tampton. What's going on here? How are you doing, Squire? I see Maximum Fergus has started a YouTube channel. Yes, Justin, I've saw that. I've seen that, I should say. I'll stick my tongue in. I am English. I should know how to speak it. Oh, this is another fragrance I'll miss wearing. Noir. Fantastic. This, I've put a fucking huge dent in that, you know. It's like halfway between the rim and the fucking... Halfway between the rim and the fucking... the badge. Yikes. It's no good, is it? A silly sausage. Excuse me. Excuse me whilst I yawn. Pardon. Yeah, their channels. They've got somebody called the Fragrance Enthusiast. Doing like 1 minute reviews. You know, Pavarotti. What's going on here? Cheers for the sample. It will start smelling better with the dent. What do you reckon of it? Ryan, Raz, Mr. Scott. What do you reckon of Eau Noir? It will start smelling better. I only wish I'd just bought both of the bottles off Bob. We call that rimming the bottle. No, do you? And this one, of course, has the CD on the top. It's the only problem. These sprays, the sprayers on these are so good. Right, on the Dior, Privé bottles, that you go through like loads without even realizing it. I get massive lavender from it. Like the curry sort of note doesn't last too long on me now. I quite like it. It's quite warm. I really like it. Like, it's very different, very strange, very unusual. Highly recommend like trying it if you can. It's just a shame Dior are being dicks, really, and keeping it all in one place. Oh no, why dry down lasts for days? Bobby, you don't want to sell us that other bottle, do you? That one you've got stashed away. You know I'll use it. Oh no, why dry down? It does last for days. He's right. He's not wrong at all. It's outrageous how long it lasts for. Bobby Vert. Oh, I must hydrate once again. Oh, goodness. I may you. Thank you, Bob. Oh, I'm off to bed, Justin. Starting a new job. Oh, good luck, Justin. Cheers, mate. Good night. Good luck. Excuse me. What else am I looking forward to wearing? So I'm going to have to film this video tomorrow when I first get up, before I start my mission of rotating the collection. That'll be a mission. I'm going to record this video with these six fragrances. I don't know why, but I've put this, any girl on what? Any girl on that I've just discovered. In the last 6 months, Samsara ADP. I'm not as big on the ADT as I am on the ADP. Like the ADT's got more jasmine in it for me. The jasmine does a lot of the carrying, you know. Excuse me. A lot of the it seems the sandalwood does more in the ADP and the jasmine does more in the ADT, you know. My legs are on fire. Do you know, like when you've been running? That's what it feels like I've been doing. I certainly haven't been running. Believe that. Oh, the heating's on though, so that's nice. Oh, the grape cola bomb. It is a grape cola bomb. It's fantastic. Alfonso. Someone speaking Portuguese. I don't understand. The grape and cola bomb. Rich, do you know version original by Jean-Marc Sinan? I have absolutely no idea. Get your walking in, Rich. Move the blood. That's not a bad shout, you know. Obrigado. Hello. Hello, Alfonso. Welcome. How are you? I could do with version original by Jean-Marc Sinan. Sounds cool. Never heard of it before, though. Gonna be honest. Just found it locally. Kilos 85, 50ml splash, 260 for the 100ml spray. Yikes. It depends. It's worth 280 Canadian. Absolutely worth 280 Canadian. Eugene, I would fucking buy it. Like, you'll really like that. I'd be surprised if you didn't. It was what Dior turned down in the 80s. Obrigado. I would buy that if I were you, Eugene. I don't like this. 260 even. Fuck no, that's even better. If you're talking like 140, 150 quid for 100ml spray, mate, you'll spend twice as much on half a fragrance. You'll spend twice as much. You buy the Dior's, you know, the new Dior Privés. Like you buy them. You'll be a lot happier with a Kitos than you would be with one of them. You'd be a lot happier with a Kitos than you would be with one of the new Dior Privés. Where Eugene? People want to know. Thoughts on Photo by Lagerfeld. I've got it and I'm going to be wearing it. I'm going to try to wear it during the spring and summer. Look out for that one. I've got a vintage version. Alfonso was asking what fragrance should he buy? Hermes, Bellamy, Vetiver, Tom Ford, Beau de Jour. Ooh, both. Get both. Different fragrances. Your prices are really climbing. Yes. I heard some bad news about the Perfume the other day, actually. Apparently their prices have gone through the roof recently. A little bird, a friend of the channel, was telling me. Yes, that's right. Buy both, Alfonso. Don't limit yourself. They're different enough. I would go with Beau. Somebody was saying the other day that Beau de Jour breaks down, like the signature collection version. Apparently it breaks down in the dry down. So I've got the private one and I'm looking forward to wearing that again. The private blend version, I've got it in a bottle. Obviously I've got it in a bottle, haven't I? Do you know what I mean? Bloody hell. I've got it in one of these because I've got a decanter. But do you know what the best? Oh, God, that is nice. Very grey. It's got a very grey vibe to me, that. But do you know, I paid signature price for the private blend bottle because they had a private blend decanter. Obrigado, friend. So they had a private blend decanter, but it was when they'd started selling the signature version. and they had knocked, I think it was 30% off. So I was buying 250 ml at the signature price, not the private blend price, and I was buzzing. I asked the lass to keep it for us. I ran home, got the money, because I was out at the shop without any money, and I came back and I was like, sold. Fantastic. I was over the moon. Ooh. Excuse me whilst I pour water. And definitely not doing anything else. But something I haven't worn as much that I've got this. Yeah, this tends to happen. Like, you get a fragrance, absolutely love it, right? And then just like a couple of seasons later, you sort of stop wearing it. Oh, hello, Jonathan. How are you? This is fantastic, I think. Absolutely lovely. Apparently the original one was even smokier. Like, this is like a smoky leather fragrance. Dark, rich, thick, green. It's got a green sort of vibe. To me, it's got like a salty sort of like, you know, like a pea green. A place called Perfume Outlet. Go buy it, Eugene. Just go and buy it. It's cheap as chips. It's not cheap as chips. I've told a lie there. It's not cheap as chips. It's very fair price, that. What is your favorite fig perfume? Probably Dune Pour On. I'd go and buy that now, Eugene, if I were you. Pick it up, do a first impression on it. Do a video, do a live, do a stream. I was asleep last night, like, Eugene was like, oh, do you want to stream? I was like, oof, sleep. That's what I want. And so I did. And then I slept most of today as well. My friend was like, oh, like, it's probably because you had like your 4th vaccine recently. I was like, yeah, that might be it. I might just be being tired and being a whale. I don't know. Who knows? Don't worry about these things. So, soda and grape. Yeah, Joe, it's true. The latest one, Dune Pour On, is it's thinner compared to the oldest one. I have to reapply it every 4 hours, which is outrageous, really. You shouldn't have to reapply a fragrance every 4 hours, but I do. It's a bit of a Eugene immediate buy. Yeah, Jonathan says immediate buy as well. If you can get a bottle of Akitos, Enrique, I can review Le Leon for you now if you want. It smells like Shalimar and I don't like it. That's a review of Le Leon for you. I know a lot of people love it, and it's the type of fragrance that usually, like, I'm surprised I don't like it, but I don't like it, and I don't really care for Shalimar either, if I'm honest. I'm really struggling with my vintage Shalimar that I've got. That's another fragrance I'd let go of as well. Blasphemy. It's not blasphemy. It's true. It's very true. Just can't get on with it, like. Cannot get on with it. This is another fragrance I've bought that I didn't wear as much. I think you could probably wear this in the evening. It smells like Shalimar and I don't like it. That's right. Oh no, what have I done? Oh no, I've survived. I'm just pulling bottles and things to bits. Apologies. And in this instance, I've just destroyed a bottle of Tom Ford's Sahara Noir. What a dick. Do you like most Orientals? I like a lot of Orientals, yeah. I wouldn't most. I like the style. Put it like that. I like the style of Orientals, but most Orientals, it's a broad statement, that. Shalimar Vintage gets too heavy, but that projection, though. Shalimar Vintage. I think the Shalimar Vintage I've got's ancient. Egoist have a slightly smoky note. Not from memory. Not from memory. Where's my Egoist? It's lurking back here. Fuck, I can't be bothered. I'll knock everything over. I'm not that bothered, actually, about putting stuff away because that's all. Audrey Jane wants to buy me Shalimar as well. Orientals or Sheepras? Orientals, probably. I was talking to somebody about Sheepra today. She was watching your stream, Eugene, and saying, what's a Sheepra? And I was like, you do like Sheepras. Oh, there's the donut. That gets Jura Rose excited. Which do you prefer? Probably Orientals as a general rule. I'm not keen on labdanum as a note. I don't really get a smoky note though. I do get a darkness. There's like a darkness and a dark wood, like not a charred wood, but a dark wood in the Egoist. So I get what place you're coming from. I don't know if it's smoke though. Sheepra. Everybody's just saying Sheepra in the comments. All work and no play makes Jack a dull Sheepra. Oh, go back. Oh, Essence. Girls do better with Orientals, I think. Cheap. The Mall Essence de Parfum is the best flanker. It's by far the best flanker. This is, do you know, right? This is, I actually really like this. And I hate fragrances like this, but if you're gonna have what, if you can have one fragrance like this, I thought this would be it. Yeah, Roberto. Very unlikely. Yes, Chanel. Yes, Chanel's are gonna go off. Well made, high quality fragrances. People who know what they're doing, store them right. You'll be fine with your Chanel fragrances. They're not a cheap brand. I'm gonna take a fucking risk here and spray it. 2 sprays of Essence de Parfum. Oh, if I was going to go clubbing, I don't think I'd wear this actually. But every once in a while, I just get the fancy for wearing this. You can see the dent I've put in it. Like, it goes up to here, this. You know, I'm sure it goes up to the neckline. I've put a fucking serious dent in this. It's nice, and I like the bottle as well. I wish it had a fucking cap. You know, like a head. You know? But I like this bottle. Got yourself a Loewe Pour Homme, have you? I didn't know that. That'll be making an appearance. That was one of my discoveries of last year. Loewe Pour Homme Par Ombre. Fantastic fragrance. The only lemon I ever loved. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Give the man some head. Give the man a head. This room's going to smell like this. I imagine this smells really nice on the air. You know? It's Le Male with a leather note. And the leather just sort of like just calms everything down. Jonathan, send us a picture of your bottle of Pour Homme. Obviously, I'll not be able to see it yet, but you know. There's the bottle of Lidge that Eugene sent us, which I disgracefully destroyed. Sickener. But I've got the vintage formula anyway, and it is about the juice. But I do like a good bottle. That's when I destroyed that bottle. When I destroyed that bottle, I realized that I do actually care about bottles. Do you know what I mean? I did think to myself, let me pour bottles. Back in there you go, you shithouse. Or do you? Or do you? No, you fucking don't. Because you a dick. Don't pick that up by the cap. You will back in there. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm doing this on camera. There you go. Having a fight. Oh! Don't worry, I'll move everything. There you go. There you go. A SCADA magnetism. Up you go. Perfume outlet is not picking up. Who's already on the line? Ted Lapidus Altimore. Very long lasting fragrance from discounters. I love it. Yeah, I've heard of Altimore actually. I'll do later. I told you I've got a line on Parahombra. See if you can get the Parahombra. It is much more nuanced than the later pour-on versions. You know? Much more nuanced than the pour-on versions. Irregular tangent. Back at you, man. Always love your list. Yeah, Zhao released a really good video yesterday. I tried to listen to it, but I kept falling asleep. Jesus. I kept falling asleep. Silly. This is really good. This is a house I wouldn't mind investigating a little bit more. Ramsey introduced me to, and it's called Etro. And this fragrance is called Ambra. It's really nice, but it's an eau de cologne. Roberto, you would really like it. Go to Enchanté. He's got some 75ml bottles left. I don't know how much shipping would be to where you live, but if you tell him I sent you, he'll know what you're after. Pavarotti's really nice. The Pavarotti fragrance. Get the 1994 bottle. There's a 1997 one as well, which isn't as good, I don't think. This room fucking stinks of La Mole Essence de Parfum. Enchanté. So, Enchanté Perfumes. Canada. He's got his WhatsApp on his website. So if you go on his website and look up, somebody's put it in the chat. Good night, all. First day back at work after holidays. Got me yawning. Thank you for brilliant live, Duck. Night, all. Good night, Audrey Jane. I was just about to put it in the chat there, mate, but somebody's done it for us. It's Enchanté Canada. Oh, somebody else has put it in there as well, Paroli. Hello, Forgo. Good night, Audrey Jane. Sleep well. I don't know. Got a dry throat. I wonder if Eugene's like motoring over towards that shop to buy his Iquitos right now. I wonder what he's doing. I've got loads of messages on my phone I'll have to go through after I've been streaming. This is something like I can't look at like my phone while I'm obviously recording on it or doing a video on it. This is something I'm looking forward to wearing. I think Lidge is a spring and summer perfume. I haven't worn this while it's been autumn and winter. It's not an autumn winter perfume. It's too light. It's very, very light. Thoughts on Ambre Loup? That's a Rania J, isn't it? I don't think I've smelled Ambre Loup. I have smelled the leather one, which is quite nice, and I have smelled the oud one, which is quite nice. I don't know that I want to be paying those prices for 50 ml. I've also got the EDT of this, which I'm looking forward to wearing as well. Couple of the old bottles of that, couple of testers I've bought off my friend. Rania J's a fantastic house. Yeah, it's got some good stuff. It's got some good stuff. The leather one, the Cuir Andalou, tends to fall apart a little bit in the base. I prefer Cuir Moresque by Serge Luton. Excuse me. I don't know. Oh, can't believe it's tomorrow. I'm going to be sat for 2 hours. I'm not going to be able to do a video after. I'll have to do the video first. I'll have to do the video first before I I'll have to do the video before I do the actual rotation, like, because that'll be harsh. That'll be back. It'll be an absolute pieces. Rania Jim, Francesca Bianchi. Do you know? I do not care for Francesca Bianchi. I do not care for I do not care for Francesca Bianchi fragrances. I'm sure Francesca Bianchi's lovely. Do you know what I mean? But like Francesca Bianchi fragrances, just I haven't smelled one that's done it for us. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom, so entertain yourselves in the chat for a bit. I'll be back in a second. This is extremely unprofessional, but this isn't a professional stream. So. I can't believe I've just done that. Sorry, Jonathan. I've just hidden Jonathan by mistake. Unfortunately, I've unhidden him. Jonathan, talk to us quick. How do I hide? How do I unhide Jonathan? Come back. Oh dear. Jonathan, speak to us quick. Ah, thank God. I accidentally hid Jonathan there because I've got fat thumbs. So I don't just do it on other people's channel, I do it on my own as well. That was fucking stupid. Hi. Hi, Juju. 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 Joey. Juju. 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 Ask them to mail it anyway. Ooh. I wanted to ask you about your thoughts on Initio, but I'm pretty sure you hate them. Yes. They seem like a gimmicky, overpriced niche brand. They are gimmicky, they are overpriced, and they are a niche brand. They use inferior materials if you want to smell fragrances of that ilk that do that sort of thing. If you want a brand that does that sort of thing, but actually does it properly, try both at London. They'll frighten you. Scent of the day, wrapped like a lazy Sunday morning. But it's actually a lazy it's lazy Monday evening. It is here anyway. It's probably Monday afternoon where you are. You're 6 hours behind me, aren't you? And the time is 9:30, so it's about 3:30 where you are. Oh. nearly finished work or coming up to that time. Oh no, Juju may work evenings or nights. How is Juju? Rania J has been stagnant, right? I haven't seen anything new from Rania J for ages. What's your favourite cheap perfume? Encre Noir Alex Stram. I know people talk about it a lot, but it's just seriously good. It's for the money. It's brilliant. Like, heading to Fish Sport to spend money on my other expensive hobby. Have a great day, everyone. Send a day. Au Sauvage. Intense. Interesting. Cheers, Mr. Zanchin. Musk fragrance a couple of years ago at work. I'm a one-man show today. I have 2 hours left and then I'll be home. Yay. Are you streaming tonight, Juju? Oh, people are talking about fishing in the chat now. Look how the numbers will go up. The numbers have risen dramatically since people started talking about the fish. I'm not big on fish. Not fishing, just fish. Fish are just a bit like, whoa, you know? Not keen on fish. They're scary in the smell. They look like aliens. No salt water. Just got a nice pheno. Chichlids. Chichilds. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Oh my goodness. Several niche indie need to stir things that we don't hear about some of them anymore. Everybody's just fallen into formulaic, dialed in, average, same old perfumes. People are just trying to grind out money, you know. It's just perfumes seem to be. I don't think Joe's going on tonight because he was on yesterday. Not to worry. I really need to restart my marine tank hobby. Miss it. Somebody sent me, it was Audrey Jane, sent me a video of some turtles the other day. She was swimming with a turtle. I don't know what that emoji that Juju's just sent is. Kind of looks like a cake. If you can't Lidge Tempo from Diptyque is a close match. I think Tempo's very bland. It's just a patchouli. Where is Perfume Outlet? Canada. It's sushi. Ah, sushi. All right. Sorry. Fish cake. I prefer a niche house that takes its time to release one good fragrance than to release 3 or 4 meh fragrances per year. Yeah. Niche isn't niche anymore. Or it's not what it yeah, I mean, I say that about everything, don't I? It's not what it used to be. You know? But they don't seem to be changing anything. There's no sort of like revolutionary sort of stuff going on, you know. Feels like everything's very stagnant, very boring, very same old, similar, you know. You don't get stuff that's changing anything, you know. I think we're ready for it though. It's been 10 years since Bleu de Chanel came out. 12 years since Bleu de Chanel came out. 12 years since Aventus came out. Do you know what the problem with Prin Lomros is, right? Is that his fragrances aren't blended very well. Like, Prin Lomros will just put 3 ingredients together that are vaguely like, maybe have something in common with each other and then just like release it, you know? Some of his stuff's good and some of it's not. When he misses hard. Yeah, a new Chanel men's fragrance wouldn't go amiss, like. I think we're all ready for that. Very ready for that. But I actually don't really know what we have until it's gone. That's a good point, Jack. That's a good point. I think humans are also predisposition to nostalgia as well. Rose-tinted glasses. We all wear rose-tinted glasses when thinking about the past. Well, not all of them, but you know what I mean. And I think I fall into that as far as perfume's concerned. You know, as far as perfume's concerned, I certainly think like my best days have gone. Email, I'm showing the perfumes. Thank you for the recommendation. That's quite all right. See if you can find his WhatsApp number. If you've got WhatsApp, Roberto, it's much easier to get in touch with him that way. He'll respond a lot quicker as well. What are your top 3 Serge Lutens in your collection? I'm assuming that's going to say, Bri. I couldn't. Ambra Sultan would be one of them. Oh, God. Sant Almagiscule. Don't know. I don't think I could pick a top 3. Shergi, yes. Love Shergi. Got a few bottles of Shergi. Feeling Agil, yes. Top 5 must-haves. I could do a top 5 must-haves, but then I could fill it out with like another 15 fragrances. I've got like 17 Serge Lutens. Féminité du Bois, Shergi, Vetiver Oriental, 5 o'clock au gingembre, Miel Dubois, which is one I got the other day, which is absolutely fantastic. Spaced Out saying someone's selling Feeling Agile for €500 on Parfumo. I saw one up for sale for £670 from Oman the other day. Nombre Noir regular tangent. You'll pay £3,000 to £4,000 for a 15ml, a 15ml of Nombre Noir. Crazy numbers. It's I don't want to say it's cultish because like cults are like weird and like serious things, but like people are weird about Serge Lutens. People do get weird about Serge Lutens, you know. It's a very, for lack of a better word, cultish brand. You know, I'm a bit weird about Serge Lutens. I own 17 and they're 50 mils. It is impossible to find an older 1834. Jonathan's right. It is basically impossible. There'll be some out there. Someone will have some somewhere. Irregular tangent for 2 to 5 mil, you'll still pay hundreds, if not up to 1,000, of whatever denomination you want to talk about. Etiquette in Canada, I shit thee not, Etiquette in Canada had a 15 mil bottle sealed of Nombre Noir, right? And they wanted £2,700 for it. Mitch, do you wear Middle East fragrances? No, shit. To a man. I have not smelled. Some channels love Middle East fragrances. Not here. Not for me, no. Aha! Ramsey has appeared. The Ram. Me fucking twin brother from another mother. He is hence. I keep forgetting to tell him when I'm going to go on. But it's it's usually like a last minute sort of thing. Like I don't plan it. We're talking about Orientals and Ambers before. This is a fantastic amber. It smells a lot like Ambra Sultan. But it's a little bit more springy. Oh. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. It's a little bit more springy, but the performance is lamentable. It is an eau de cologne. It behaves like one. It's like half an hour. I sold my Ciel bottle of Feel for 150. Oh! Yeah, selling it not for the price, but I thought that Plum Chapman and a few others were close enough. Should have kept. Yeah, I'd have kept it. Sada Sands is really nice. I've tried that personally. Was kind enough to send me some of that. Jasmine. It's not something I would buy whilst he hydrates. Galen is here at last. Where's Galen been? Galen has been probably out surfing or wind skiing or jumping off a building or something like that. Look at that, I snagged the Perfume straight a long time ago for the prices go out of hand. It's mad, isn't it? If you had a crystal ball, like, that's like the things you would do. If I had a crystal ball like 10, 15 years ago, one, I would like pick the lottery numbers and then I'd spend it all on like vintage fragrances. You know what I mean? So then I'd probably make more money selling vintage fragrances than I would off winning the lottery. You know? Crazy. I've got a friend who talks about what they would do if they won the lottery all the time, and it's like, mate, man, just stop it, man. You're just driving yourself mad. Not only that, you're driving me mad. You're not going to win the lottery. Sometimes they don't even play the lottery. Ah, here's Peter. Hello. Peter is a cat in a box. Is what shite? Anybody try Byredo? Got to be honest, some Byredos that don't impress me. There's a couple of them that are all right. Pulp's all right. Baldafrique, maybe. I took all of my money out of oil into Beanie Babies. I have a Graziel. I can't remember the quality questions there. I love it. I really can't tell. I love it. I've got a Graziel as well of the Quilmaresque. It's fantastic. Byredos are shite. Byredos are pretty shite, to be fair. I have to be frank. They're not. Byredo's a bit like... So, Sparrow Mash, Byredo is for the hipsters. I'll tell you who else. I remember seeing Cascade Sense, who loves some of his Byredos, also saying that Diptyque were a brand for hipsters and people who sit and read poetry in coffee shops, which I thought was a really good description of Byredo fragrances. He sound Cascade Sense, though. Often don't understand anything he says. He talks in a language. He's definitely got his own sort of language, which is personally I love. I think it's fantastic. I think it's hilarious. Like, but I found it funny when he said that about Diptyque, and I thought that's what I think about Byredo. Maybe me and him are just like mirror images of each other. You know what I mean? Once again, I must hydrate. Excuse me whilst I do it. Not a big fan of Byredo. I'm not a big fan of Byredo. Like, I've got to be honest. The fucking caps. They've got one called Gypsy Water, like, and people aren't happy about the name. Bibliotech seems interesting. The notes, at least. Excuse me. Oh. Jesus Christ, it's 10:15. I'm shattered. What the hell's going on? I'm only 36, you know. I'm going to take some tablets. And we'll stay on a little bit longer than an hour and a half tonight. We'll just wait until the tablets wipe us out and then we'll go to sleep. What we got? Galen's talking about going on live to spite me. The shite hawk. I couldn't. Le Larbo's fucking awful. I can't stand Le Larbo. None of the... I mean, I've been a bit aggressive there, but what I'm really saying is that I've never smelled a Le Larbo that I actually liked. I don't know how people can get anything from them, to be perfectly honest. Oh. Rose 31 was all right, Peter says. Peter did a video today. I need to watch that. He did some on Lorenzo Villarese. Cascade Sense would have a laugh. Yeah, he's a good lad, Cascade Sense. Le Larbo or Byredo? Neither. If I could only get rid of one of Byredo and Le Larbo, I'd get rid of myself. I want Zhao from Centre Moments to record his voice on my answering service. So when the ladies call, it be his voice and they will think it's me. Oud 24 is a skank bomb from what I saw. I'll have to try it. Oliver Peoples is the only Byredo I have. I must admit it's pretty good. I mean, they've released a lot of fragrances, like, so they should have one. Excuse me. They should have one that's decent. You know, should have a few that's decent. Like I said, I think Pulp's quite good. I think the other one's quite good that I mentioned, Baldafreak. But they weren't, like, they just, you know, they charge a lot of money for their stuff as well. Cascade Sense goes on about elevator music as well. I like the name. Hello, Flower Girl B. How are you? I'll tell you what I bought recently as well. I've showed these. I did like a first impression on them and stuff like that. Were these two things, and I haven't worn them since I did my first impression. The Bortnikoffs, the Oud Maximus and the Oud Monarch. So I'll see which ones these are. I have only smelled a couple of Aaron Terence Hughes perfumes, and I wasn't huge on them, to be honest with you. But he's a great reviewer. I think Aaron Terence Hughes' reviews are fantastic, if you want the truth. He's one of the best reviewers there is. His reviews are actually really good. But I'm not huge on his fragrances, I'm being perfectly honest with you. But I know a lot of people like them, though. You know? He's got like again, I don't want to use the word cult, but he's got a cult following. So I'm going to spray Oud Monarch. This is before bed. Ooh, chocolatey. I think I prefer this over Oud Maximus. Oud Maximus goes really powdery on me. Like the rose in it turns to like a massive powder bomb. The comment section monitor. ATH the hairdresser. He's done a lot of things in his life. Waves his hands around a lot like he's drowning. That's how he expresses. He's got on your tongue. Richard Gardner. Look at this Richard G person. I know this person in real life. In actual life. This man has like witnessed me in the flesh. Not like that, but you know what I mean. I have met Richard Gardner. Him and his fucking wife. His wife's lovely. They bought me Celia. They brought Celia into my life. What do I have on my tongue? Not you, Richard Gardner. I've known Richard Gardner for the best part of fucking over 15 years now. Christ. How did that happen? It's a long time. Celia. That's right. We love Celia. Benzyl sucrose, get the fuck out. My plan is to sneak into Richard's house, spray a whole bottle of Liliana inside so we can smell it and love it after smelling it for 2 weeks straight. I would never, Brian, I would hunt you down and I would spray, I was going to say I'd say spray fecal oud up your nose, but you'd love it probably. Ooh, I'd spray 1 million. That's what I'd do. I'd sneak into your house and spray 1 million. See how you like that, eh? Yeah. You'd be devastated, wouldn't you? Yeah. Richard Gardner creasing. He's finally caught a stream. I wouldn't let him across the moat, that's right. These Bortnikoff have got a very, like, they've got like an almost like sort of like dirty skin quality to them, you know? Like, get her going. No. Get it stopped. It doesn't bother us as much as as much as I say it does. I often like exaggerate about things bothering us because it's quite funny being a grumpy old man. You know, while you're saying that, I got a drop of that. I just eked out a tiny drop. Do you know when you press a spray, just a tiny bit, and like a drop comes out? I got a little bit on the back of my hand, and my fucking room stunk. Oh my God. It was painful. It was painful, honestly. Like it's like what? Like the idea of actually spraying it is insane. It's an acceptable. It's like an acceptable skunk. I don't know what it is about Aaron Terence Hughes. Aaron Terence Hughes, I find quite genuine. In even though he says things that are like, what the fuck is he saying? And like he says things and you're like, well, that's not very nice. So he says things that like I still feel as though when he says it, he has reason to say it. I like watching his review, like I watch all of his reviews, and I don't say that about many other people. Like there's nobody whose reviews I watch, all of them. But when Aaron Terence Hughes, I'll make a point of going back and watching his reviews. I've never bought anything on his recommendation, I must admit, but I do like watching his videos. And I thought when he did the video set, yeah, he's genuine. I think he is. I feel like he is. I feel like when he's saying things, he actually means it. If you knew I was coming, would you have baked a cake? No, I enjoyed Salford cheese and onion pasty from Greg's. Ah, Alan Hansen, you know of Greg's, of course you do. Old Fragrance Bros reviews were the best. Fragrance Bros, yeah. Dava's still quality. I still watch Dava. Don't always agree with what Dava says. Dava's sound and he's honest. Dava, one of the few fragrance people who actually includes paid promotion in his videos because he's fucking honest and straight up. Really sound Dava. Really sound Dava, actually, like, you know. You can actually take Dava at like face value. I do. Really like Dava. He sang as fuck. Jer made the channel. Jer set off Dava. That they set off each other. You could tell they were real, genuine friends. You know, you could tell that they actually like were real friends in real life, and they were having a laugh and having fun. I think it was a bit harsh. I'm not saying what you said is a bit harsh, but I'm saying I think it was a bit harsh when everybody kept clamoring for Jer to come back. He was really popular, you know what I mean? He was sound. But it was Dava's channel. And I watched for Dava. But again, like you say, I only own one full-size Bortnikov cigarette. No, I've done 9 mils of tobacco. I dislike more of them than I enjoy. I would agree with that, Alan. I've smelled a few. A Riesler Doré really let me down. A Riesler Doré really let us down. More so than the Bortnikovs. I like the Bortnikovs more than I like the Riesler Doré. I smelled the 6th collection by a Riesler Doré, and I was very disappointed. You can tell that he's getting the ingredients to do the legwork for him because the blending's not there. I remember Dava and his guest, I think it was Manny the Lambasted DHP. It held me off buying it at first. Yeah, that's what influencers, that's what people who influence do. They will influence you. I miss Lanier Smith. Yeah, I wish Lanier Smith would make more videos. He's a proper... When you say Lanier Smith's an OG, you mean it's like an old gentleman. Less of the old. Lanier Smith looks better now than I look now. He's like twice my age. You know what I mean? Great stories as well. He was yeah, I think we've got another 20-25 years of Lanier Smith. Don't worry, he's in really good nick. He was a master chef, you know. I believe I've heard that before. one of my top 3 fragrances is Antiquity by Orige L'Adore. It smells very old and very French. Exotic Scents is one of the best reviewers out there. Exotic Scents. Nikhil. I've seen, yeah, he was a great reviewer, just didn't have enough time. I could do a video on the reviewers who had the, well, so I don't need to do a review on the, I could do a video on the reviewers who had the biggest influences on us. I could tell you probably Robes has probably had the biggest influence on me and my taste. I think Scentland's had a massive influence on my taste. Eugene, Christo, I'd put them two at the same level. Definitely, I'd probably have to go Katie Puckrick. Katie Puckrick was like the original. Cheers, Roberto. Have a good day at work. Pika fragrances. If Pika fragrances is what I'm thinking of, you're taking the piss, Denby. Crystal had a huge influence on me. The thing with Crystal is Crystal goes back. Yes. AC from Smells Good. He had a huge Sebastian bringing like stuff. Mr. Smelly, you know, when Mr. Smelly used to review perfumes, like his old content was brilliant. Like, Robes don't do vintage, no, but Robes sort of, the influence Robes had on us was, the influence Robes had on us was like to smell different stuff, you know. Bought this Drakdoc, Tunes Reviews has been around for years as well. Drakdoc as well. I bought this square solely based on Robes's stuff. Stephen Sproat, Lex Ellis, put them two together as well. Both of them, both vintage hunters, they had a huge influence on us as well. I would say they probably turned them and Scentland. Pep from the Sentinel. Pep's brilliant, like. Oh, fuck, I nearly just dropped that, man. Fuck's sake. Sebastian has had a big influence on my journey, yeah. Hall of Fame, Scentland, Lania, Tunes, Christo, Eugene. You can't look past Robes, sorry. I mean, like, there's a lot of hate on Robes and stuff like that. I don't know him as a person. I don't know, but street sense. That's a good point. Dimitri Signature Scent. Yes, he hasn't made a video for ages. What about Max 4? Yeah, what about him? Fantastic. Yeah, whatever. No, absolutely not. Dimitri Signature Scent, one of my new favorites. Yeah, he doesn't upload anymore. Yeah, he hasn't uploaded for ages. Like, Drakdoc is honest. Yeah, Mark. The thing with Mark is that Mark. I'm talking about fragrances and fragrance reviews. You know, can't, like, if you're being honest, it's hard to touch him for his fragrance knowledge and his fragrance stuff. You know, who's the vampire eye? Vampire guy with the crazy eyes. I know who you mean. Rumvadati. He doesn't half come across as being bought and paid for, though. Like, his marketing spiel, like his spiel when he comes out, there's like, his reviews are good. His videos are good. But he doesn't half come across as somebody who's trying to sell you on something. You know? It's Ashton from Gen Sense. Ashton's a really nice bloke. And Ashton is sound. Like Ashton as a person, but his fucking videos now are absolute dross. Like, I really hope that if he heard us say that, he wouldn't take it the wrong way. I mean, there's not really a wrong way to take it. You know what I mean? I've said what I mean. His videos now are fucking shite. His old videos were amazing, and he's really nice. But he's just constant lists now. And what he will say is that he is giving his audience. He is giving. I think you're right, Interference, and I think you're right as well. I think Ashton deserves. It's just lost in the sauce. Yeah, I totally agree with all of like what you three have said there. Ashton's probably. Ashton knows the course he's taking. Yes, he's aware of what he's doing. He gives his viewers what he thinks they want, which is up to him, and he has the freedom to do that. I also have the freedom to say I don't like the videos he makes. He did his little 80s series, and I still watch those videos back now. I love them. I love Ashton. I really feel that he is a great guy, but I'm not a fan of his channel during the last year or so. Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. Joe. Serious Rich. Serious what? On the regular, I watch Joy and Me, and he just doesn't stop. He's a great way. I think do you know, there's one person I really don't begrudge becoming monetized. It's Joy and Me. I'm really happy for him that they extended the franchise to him, and he's monetized now. There's nobody who deserves it more for the sheer graft he put in. Ashton does like that 80s series was right up my street. I love that stuff, and I think that's where Ashton's passion lies, in fragrance. You know, he still loves his vintage stuff. He still loves his older stuff. His Koros review, yes, exactly. His Koros review was fantastic. Yeah, Bobby's got a point. I've watched a lot of fragrance videos, but it is impossible. Now there's so many, and there's so much content out there that I just don't like, and isn't my style. Ashton's Koros review, though, going back to that FCM, that was a brilliant. Service, yes, Service is a really nice bloke as well. It's a shame that he stopped doing reviews. I think he got trolled a bit, and he that's not why he was making videos. He wasn't making videos to be like in the game. He did it out of like love and stuff like that, and it's a shame that he stopped. There's another side of the argument which says if you're going to put yourself out on the internet, you're going to get you're just in a public forum, and people are shit. And people are just awful, you know, like the hell is other people. So you're going to get people talking about, you in ways that you don't particularly want them to talk about you. Early Greek had a massive influence on me, as did Galen. I like Galen's stuff. Galen goes out there with the art house stuff, with like stuff that I've never heard of before. I quite like that sort of thing. Trolls will troll, screw them. Couldn't agree more with you, Mr. Shoemaker. Couldn't agree more. And it's a shame that it's cost us. Persolaze is a great reviewer. I watched this guy Zenobia since. Yes, I've seen him before as well. I don't think Early Greek wants to come back. Early Greek's a man of letters. I think he likes his Instagram now. Galen is a genius at those short documentary vignettes. Yes, but don't tell me you said that. Persolaze is great. I wish Thomas would upload more. I do tell him I do tell him, you know, Megas, yes, Megas sadly missed. Purcell is. Yes, he is. He's good. He likes his vintages as well, you know. Handsome Smells. Handsome Smells is really good. Handsome Smells is proper sound. Wasim's a really nice lad. He does a lot. If you're into like ouds and stuff like that. Kirill was the only ever Russian frag reviewer. I'll tell you, there's a few Cyrillic. There's a few Cyrillic. There's a few from Eastern Europe and possibly Russia. They don't do them in the English language though, and I've found them before, you know. Jasper Buckingham only has a few videos, didn't upload in ages, but the quality was top notch. Sort of like the opposite of me, really. It's like the quality shite, but I upload a bit. More than a few. Perfume is huge in Russia. You want to talk about Russian perfume? Let's talk about fucking Russian perfume, shall we? Shipra by Brocard. Smells like a Russian man's breath. On about 3 o'clock on Sunday morning. We need Katie Puckrick back. I don't think Katie Puckrick's coming back, to be honest with you. Ooh, Ramsey's got himself a vintage Cristal. Don't tell Audrey Jane. She'll be well jealous. What's Bobby getting the fuck out at? Oh, I've got such a bad back. I'm so going to pay for this in about 20 minutes, half an hour. I have another bottle of that Shipra. It's so rank, but it's so good at the same time. You can totally wear it. You can totally wear it. This is worse. Sport Club. That is absolutely rotten to the very core. Got that crazy halitosis note about it. Both of these do, but somehow you could still wear them. Wafts from the Loft, yes. Wafts from the Loft are good. But I knew I had to have a bottle of this. You can pick this up for £1 in Moscow. I mean, not now, you can't. Not allowed to buy stuff from fucking Russia anymore, are you? You know what I mean? You try that shit, you'll get the fucking police around your house. Ouch 110, the original British reviewer. Ouch 110 is brilliant and very honest. Yes, you're absolutely right. Jonathan, you are too kind. I don't have fancy music and my channel will never blow. Sebastian Furtado, if you're looking for newer channels, there's someone who has a proper passion for fragrance. He started his channel at roughly the same time as I did. He's really sound, super date up. He's proper sound. Date up's like a really nice bloke as well. He's just really nice. Joey Cannoli. When Joey Cannoli actually reviews a perfume, it's actually quite good. You know, a lot of people are like, ooh, like spooked by Joey, but I like Joey. Joey was there. I watched a lot of Joey streams during that first lockdown and stuff like that. I probably can't give back to Joey the sort of like relief that you got from his streams during that time. Therapeutic Fragrance is who you're talking about. Brandon, tried emailing Brandon a couple of times. He's never replied. I think he just got sick. Centrifugal Force. Marvin, is it Marvin? Centrifugal Force. He's a proper OG. He's been around for the best part of 10 years. Oh, one-man show is popular in Russia, I imagine it is. Your favourite Penhaligon perfume, Sartorial. I want to try Cristal so bad. Bri, you make the rest of the boat on that, you know, mate. Really difficult to get at the minute. Really difficult to get. Like, they don't have it in airports. They don't have it in boutiques. Like, don't know where it's gone. It's vamooshed. up and vanished like a fart in the wind. Shut up, Joe. Recently picked up Sartoria. Yeah, I love Sartoria. It's like beeswax and lavender. Al-Swahira. No, but my friend does. Richie G, who was on here before, he's got Al-Swahira. Or Aswahira. I beg your pardon. Cristal EDP is such a brilliant perfume. If I didn't have my cupboard the way I have got it, then I would be able to show you my vintage crystals that I've got. But I do have my cupboard the way I've got it, so I can't show you it. Alex, Master of Style, I can't remember him. Aswahira is a great rose. Discontinued, unfortunately. I am looking forward to wearing my Endymion concentrate. Ah, there's Richie G. There he is. He's still watching. A little rascal. Yes, he does. He has Aswahira. Is there a Luciano from Pavarotti? Don't think so. There's only two. There's only two men's. It could be called Luciano. It's in a different bottle. If you send us a picture afterwards, I'll tell you. If you just go on for a granted and put Pavarotti in, there's only two men's releases. Speaking of Russia, is one allowed to wear perfume in a tank? Depends what it is. Camouflage pour homme. Does anyone know? Does anyone know if stores want to sell their tester bottles? Because I saw Tester OG lives in a bottle. No, they won't. Stores won't. They're not allowed to. It is. I was always after Santal Royale, and I realised I got Swahira. It was pointless purchase. Yes. You were after Santal Royale. That's right. Because I tried selling him mine. I'm sure the Sandal Flanker is a treat, though. 2 Intense came in. Was it 2 Intense? I've got plenty of testers, some for free. Ooh. I pay for mine. But I buy lots of testers. Like, I think this was a tester. Ooh, fucking behave. I think this was a tester. Endymion is class. Endymion, the cologne, is one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled. It just lasts for about fucking 20 minutes. You have to find the right sales associate. I imagine you're right. You probably do. I struck up a really good relationship with the girls at one of the counters at my local department store, and they used to sell me stuff at like half price and that. If it was a tester or unboxed, if stuff was like damaged and that. I don't know if it went into the till. I don't know if it went into their pockets. I don't think it went into their pockets, to be fair, but the excuse me whilst I hydrate. Ooh, 2 Intense is a chemical abomination. Oh dear. Sorry to hear that. Oh, we'll go for another couple of minutes, get over the 2-hour mark, and then I'm going to bail. My bag is not impressed. If I pick up 2 bottles, they will usually let me have a tester. Got Mer Imperial that way. Who's Mer Imperial by? Is that a... What's it called? A Giorgio Armani exclusive? Like an Armani exclusive, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's right. I think it's quite nice, that one, actually. I like the Amber Eccentrico. That's nice, but there's absolutely no way I would pay the money for it. It's fucking bonkers. Why is it every time I say I'm going to go, the numbers go through the roof? I say they go through the roof. I've got like 44, 45. I think it's because most of my audience is North American. Like, I need to adjust my sleeping pattern. Julian better pay us back. I don't know who Julian is. Troubadour. Oh, I don't know. So tomorrow, big day. I will be rotating my collection. So probably the next time you see us, unless I do this video about what perfumes I've been enjoying that I've discovered in the autumn and the winter. I also need to do my most worn, which will be coming up in like a week or so. Because I'm not going to do that right now, and I don't need to have the perfumes in front of us to do that. I need to pray that I'm not going to destroy any bottles while I do it. I'll have to do a dance or something like that to ward off the evil spirits. I mean, you've seen us when I'm handling my perfumes at the best of times. Like, they don't they don't stick with us, do they? They're more than happy to bail. I make it easy for you, Richard. And myself, I'm going to depart. Oh, Richard is going to depart. It's time for me to depart then, is it? What fragrances are you eager to wear, Richard? Zhao's trying to get us to stick around. No more tobacco oud for 6 months. No more Balenciaga. No more Amen for 6. Oh, God, I am there. That is not going to be easy. But the good thing about it is that when I come back to them in September, I'll be absolutely buzzing to wear them. You know? Requiem for the autumn-winter rotation. That's right. There will be. What fragrances am I eager to wear? Geranium Pour Monsieur. I'm eager to wear that. I'm eager to wear the Boss Sport that I've got. Rake and Ruin for the heat wave. Jeremy Hines, you've missed everything. Unbelievable. This is what I mean by most of my audience is fucking North American. Jeremy Hines has just finished work, got home. He was in bloody transit the other day. I was going to say he was transitioning the other day. Hines, you are late, Squire. Or tobacco just twice this winter. Already hot in California. Oh, mate. See, that's it. You see, Ramsey lives in Texas. Sorry if I've just doxed you there, Ramsey. I didn't mean to do that. But like, Ramsey lives in Texas, and he's like, oh, like we got like a week of winter, and it's like, well, that sounds nice. Hello, Arnold, man. Like, he's like, we get like a week of winter, and it's like, fucking hell, mate, we get like a week of summer. It's like completely the opposite here. I was looking on a like an accurate world map the other day. Like, Britain's like higher than like parts of Canada. It's so strange. Ah, look at that. I've got 40 viewers and 40 likes. That's beautiful. Just stay like, oh. I was going to change to 39 viewers and 42 likes. Shit. Richard's done a striptease show as a Sergioff collection, declared his love for Max 40. Stop that. Jura Rose. Misinformation. I'm gonna report that fucking comment for misinformation. I was just called a scavenger whilst exploring a new discount shoppy. What did you find? Did you buy the Iquitos, Eugene? What happened? Give us more. Rich, you've almost got 100% likes. Well, there's like people have come and gone, I imagine. Not many people are going to sit around and listen to an entire live stream. Not like me. Who called you a scavenger, Eugene? Oh, that was a different shop. Oh. Got a bottle of joint on the way. Blind buy, very excited. I've got a bottle of joint somewhere. Ramsey was trying to buy it off us the other day. I used to try and stick the seasonality. Now I wear Interlude Man and Balenciaga in the Texas sun. Yeah, if I was stuck with like one season, like, oh yeah, I would just like. But in Britain, you get like exaggerated seasons. The spring is very springy. The summer is, well, I mean, the summer's not particularly summery, but you know what I mean. Thank you, Jim Murphy. The autumn seems to last, like, there's a little bit of autumn in every season, and then the winters are just like, you get like fucking the winters are deep. Rich Mitch, which Jeremy fragrances cologne do you recommend? Ooh, I'd sooner drink one than wear one. You know what I mean? Rank. That shit is just like, Christ. It's bad stuff. I mean, let's be honest, it's bland. He hasn't released anything for a while, to the best of my knowledge. I don't subscribe to, I have never subscribed to Jeremy Fragrance. Rich is a date type of guy. Joint was a great blind buy this month. I've got a joint somewhere in a little 30ml bottle. I'm not massive on Bogart. It is a Bogart, isn't it? I bought Witness and I really didn't like it. Jovan Gambler is pretty good. I want to try the Jovan Musk and Sex Appeal and all of that. I'm anticipating an upcoming Jeremy Water Closet for Men loaded with civet, which I think if you layer some oat moss with Office for Men, you might like it. Shut up, Jura. It's Rocco Barocco, that's right. It's a Rocco Barocco, I beg your pardon. You're thinking of Furio, that's right. You're right. See, Ramsey knows what's going on in my mind, rather than if you want to know what I'm thinking, just ask Ramsey. It's probably quicker and easier. Just ask him. If Rich would be a fragrance, which one would it be? Balenciaga Pour On. Big, strong, out of date, but very complicated and critically acclaimed. But I haven't achieved like great success. I just got Witness and I like it. I couldn't get away with Witness. I don't know what it smelled like. It did not smell similar to fucking Pour On. It didn't smell anything like that at all. Oh dear. Right. My back is like gone now. Literally gone. I'm sitting here gritting my teeth. I need to lie down. So thank you, friends. I've had a great time streaming tonight. You've actually got an extra 35 minutes out of us. And I didn't mean to do this. Somebody mentioned I did really enjoy Pavarotti from Francesco Smalto. The Smalto Pour On's fantastic, like smoky Italian leather with a crazy note. I'll do a lie down stream. The thing is, if I did a lie down stream, I would put my camera face down, so it would just be black screen, so it'd be like a podcast. For some reason, Zhao's comment about licking it nice has been withheld for approval. I'm gonna get some rest. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody who has licked the stream, because you don't have to do that. It is a choice, and I don't like to ask, because there's nothing, when you're watching a video and like the first things they say are like, oh, like, comment, and subscribe. It's like, well, fucking, what's the video like first? You know what I mean? What if I think the video's shit and I've liked it and I've commented and I've subscribed, but the video's shit? I can't have that. You know what I mean? So thank you, everybody. I will hopefully see you again. And the video will go to private straight away, because that's just what happens, apparently, when you don't have 1,000 subscribers. So I'll make it public. Hello, Mr. Garlic. I'll make it public so that everybody can see it. And I hopefully won't lose it like I did with Livestream 2 last week. Thank you, everybody. Bye.